We continue to follow that breaking news of that deadly pileup in Livingston County.
A major stretch of I-96 is still closed tonight because of that chain reaction crash.
The westbound lanes of the freeway remain shut down in Fowlerville. The eastbound just reopened before 3 this afternoon.
Now here are the latest developments right into our newsroom. 3 people were killed in the crash. At least 11 others were injured, and at least 40 vehicles were caught up in this mess.
Our team of reporters have been busy covering this story all day to bring you the latest information. We're going to begin with our Jennifer Bisram, who's live in Fowlerville tonight. Jen.
Glenda and Carolyn, exactly what you guys said. You know, the eastbound lanes have reopened. Take a look right there. You can see traffic still getting by slowly. But take a look at the westbound lanes where this pileup happened this morning. You can see lots of activity still going on. Lots of emergency vehicles still here. Deputies tell us that after this pileup this morning, 3 people died. 11 were sent to the hospital. And the cause of the pileup, weather. Behind the snow, a sea of flashing red, blue, and white lights. Over 50 emergency responders rushed to help people who were trapped in their vehicles.
It was very chaotic for them to be able to get to all of the victims and be able to assess the situation.
It was just before 10 a.m. when deputies with the Livingston County Sheriff's Department say about 40 cars slammed into one another on the westbound side of I-96 in Fowlerville near mile marker 125.
But we believe it due to the slick roads, and there was a whiteout conditions that were going on at the time. We believe that was a contributing factor. 3
people would die on the scene, and nearly a dozen others were rushed to the hospital. As investigators continue to work the scene, they have a warning for drivers.
You need to drive according to conditions and in a safe and prudent manner.
Okay, back here live, another look. You can see the eastbound lanes. There is a lot of traffic here, but that does not mean that the lanes are closed. They have reopened. The westbound lanes, however, you can see lots of emergency vehicles still here. Now, we're told as for those 11 people that were injured and taken to the hospital, they are expected to be okay. Deputies say this investigation, is far from over. And as for when these lanes will reopen, well, that can be for another few hours. We're live in Livingston County. Jennifer Bisram, 7 Action News.
All right, Jen, certainly a little bit of good news there. Thank you so much.
And only on 7 tonight, our Kim Russell has dash cam video from inside one of the semi-trucks involved in the wreck.
And Kim joins us live right along the scene there. Kim, what are you seeing?
If you take a look at this scene, you can see that it is about 1/4 of a mile long. It is absolutely massive. Car after car just piled up. And all of this, as you heard Jen Bistrom say, caused by whiteout conditions. I want you to take a look at the ground. There is not a lot of snow that caused all of this, but it was just enough snow combined with ice and wind to cause tragedy. This is video you'll see only on 7 Action News, recorded by the dash camera in a semi-truck driving on I-96 westbound in Fowlerville today, around 10 this morning. You can see only snow falling ahead. The snow cuts the distance the driver can see. At the last minute, a horrible crash comes into view. People are driving too fast to stop. The semi-truck driver slams into a car hauler and other cars. He is lucky. He walks away. Up ahead, 3 people died. One of them another semi-truck driver. The others in 2 different cars. 11 people were injured, including Baba Gundi.
It's like a chain reaction, you know, so one car stopped after the other.
This Redford man suffered a gash to his head, a broken tooth, and other minor injuries. He told us he can't stop thinking about the fact that if he had been only a little bit further up the road, he might not be going home to his wife and children.
Fire people and everybody were quick to the scene. They tried their best, but those people couldn't be saved. So, well, we are alive to tell the story, so I'm grateful to God.
And I was right in the middle of it, and you just hear car after car hitting each other.
Crash survivors say they witnessed the goodness of others. Drivers helped each other out of trapped cars. First responders worked to save lives.
You got to give them credit for the fast response of what they did. Definitely, those are the heroes.
Life is really fragile, and it makes you appreciate that, every day that you have.
As you can see, even though eastbound I-96 is back open, traffic is moving slowly as everyone is looking at this horrific crash on westbound I-96 in Fowlerville. Some of the people who were involved in that crash, they told me they don't know how they're going to get back behind the wheel. Again, after being part of this, they're just heartbroken over being part of a crash that claimed 3 lives. It's a tragic reminder of just how important it is to slow down if you're in whiteout conditions. Reporting live in Fowlerville, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Yeah, Kim's so right about that. Slow down in any conditions. And you know, if you've ever been in an accident, you know that for sure. Well, a blast of lake effect snow and whiteout conditions appear to be responsible for this massive pileup. You know, a lot of people aren't even used to the snow just yet. We're going to check in right now with meteorologist Denise Isaac with a look at what was really happening at the time of this crash. That snow started coming down.
Yes, lake effect snow is very tricky because at times your visibility is perfect and all of a sudden it quickly changes. And here we do have a map that shows exactly what was happening around 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. We do have 9:15 Fowlerville seeing snow, but all of a sudden in less than 15 minutes a heavy band of snow came into the picture, reducing visibilities to less of a quarter of a mile. So that's what happens with these lake effects bands and squalls. We'll continue to see them coming in tonight. But